Hello everybody, welcome back to the Landedkiller show. Today I will be giving my review / first impressions of Tier 6 Italian Destroyer Aviary. Without further ado, let's get into our armor layout. Some 16mm plating up front, 6mm plating here, 6mm plating here, 6 here. Front is 10, you see this whole highlighted superstructure part is 10. For deck plating, 16. Middle part here is 10. 16 towards the back. 16 here. 16 here. Take off all the armor layers. Do we see anything? Any barbettes under here? Nope, no barbettes. Warship 16 front. Back is 16 as well. Look at our survivability. So we only have 16,400 hit points. So you don't want to be too aggressive in this destroyer or any destroyers in general. So I kind of keep your distance. Interesting setup they have back here. Why are there missiles back here? This is interesting. Alright, artillery. We have a 1x1 120mm, 1937 on a 1940 mount. A single one of these, and then we have two dualies. Got one in the back here, and one in the front. Reload time on these is 6.5 seconds, 12.9 degree turn. Maximum damage 1,700. 1,700 on high explosive. For the sap shells, it's 2,850, 34mm penetration, 950 velocity for those shells. Main battery, really bad range at 6.9 kilometers. Notice that with a lot of the Italians, they have really low range on their battery. Torpedoes, we have 2x 533s. Those are going to have a reload of around 75 seconds. Maximum damage is 10,000. Range is 10 kilometers. So you're going to be reliant on your torpedoes for this destroyer. Depth charges. They have a maximum damage of 3,200. 2 charges. 10 bombs on a charge. Depth charge reload time 40 seconds. A 13.2 mm/76 Beretta. 6 of them. You also have you have the 20 caliber Beretta up here, 2 guns there. Then you have the 37mm caliber AA guns here. Continuous damage 95, priority sector reinforcement 35%, fire range 3.5 kilometers. Okay, let's get this first. So AA is terrible. But it does seem that we have a lot of our AA at close range, so your best bet is just to keep away from carriers in general, as you don't really have any consumables to fight them. Stay by other ships if possible. This is more of an ambush destroyer than it is a head-on destroyer. Only face of the destroyers, not cruisers in this. Maximum speed 39.9 knots, turning circle radius 570 meters, rudder shift time 3.6 seconds. So our detectability range is 2.6 to 7.1, depending on if you're firing in smoke or firing out of smoke, or when you're on fire. Detectability 0 to 2.9, subs, air 0.9 to 5.9. Fire. Sure, detectability range is 2.0 to 1.6 battery nutshell. Please keep in mind that we're reviewing on the B hull and the upgraded firing range, because the base stats are much worse. So you lose a lot of range here and hit points. So for modules, I chose magazine modification 1 to reduce chances of detonation. Engine room protection, because it's These one for this destroyer. Torpedo, choose modification 1 to enhance torpedoes, as those are the primary fighting armament for this tier 6 Italian destroyer. Propulsion modification 1 to decrease the amount of time it takes to accelerate. See here that our choice of consumables is pretty much repair party. Nope. Looks like it reloads in 38 seconds. 5-second action time. The Italian smoke, basically it goes at the same speed that you are. 25 seconds action time. Dispersion time 10 seconds. Reload time 85.5 seconds. 3 consumable charges. Emergency engine power 25%. Action time 25 seconds. Reload time 152. Charges 6. So basically that's to get the heck out of Dodge if they're coming after you. So I should note that our hit points are a little higher because of this survivability expert right here, because if I did not have survivability expert, we would be a lot lower on stuff. So if we take our calculator out, so if we go 350 times 6 for tier 6, so it would be 14,300 for the hit points normally. Going by my calculations here. So I chose preventative maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, and then the next one I'm going to choose is most likely going to be this one, main battery and AA expert, to get that gun range up a little bit. I could see Swift and Silence being a decent skill for this ship as well. Being able to get out of Dodge fast is good. And Dazzle as well would be a decent skill. As for fill the tubes, not really a priority until you get your hit points up, in my book. Concealment expert, yeah, that's important, but I think Dazzle's more effective these days. Because if you're caught, it increases the dispersion on their shells that they fire at you. So let's get into battle with Aviary. I chose Aviary for a reason because I thought that the special permanent camouflage for it would be available right now, but so far not. It'll become available in the future. I'm sure you remember the contest where you voted for a bunch of designs. The one with like the eagle wings with the Italian flag kind of won. So we'll probably see that in the future here, probably for some sort of contest. As I checked, and it's not available for direct purchase as of now. Alright, here we go. Aviary. Let's show off this emergency speed boost because why not? I do have a couple of the other Italian DDs. I just chose Aviary to start because this is a decent midpoint, I believe, for a lot of folks. Sort of getting some of the characteristics of the line finally showing up. The guns are starting to become a little stronger and all that. Here we go. don't want to put yourself directly in the line of fire with this ship, as you're gonna deal with a lot of enemies at once. I think that these destroyers are highly specialized and that you're not going to want to play these if you're novice at the game. Unless you really want to take the time to really learn how to play as an ambusher. To me, these destroyers feel like ambushers more than anything. Consberg's coming in on me pretty fast. This is the scenario you don't want to happen because you got a lot of ships coming in at you at once. You have to fire off torpedoes to get. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you just have all these destroyers just come at you at once. Destroyers just really just die too easily, in my opinion. Alright, let's just get into another review then at this point. Turbine armor 10 millimeters. 6 and 10 all around, pretty much. Hit points 10,900. Artillery of 2x, 220 millimeters here. Reload time 5.5 seconds. Maximum damage 1,700. Snap shells 26,000 damage. Torpedoes 2x3, 533 millimeters. Range 8 kilometers. Speed 51 kilometers. They're rather slow. AA 3x1, 40 millimeter Vickers. AA terrible. Really short range. Maneuverability 33 knots. Turn circle radius 510 meters. Rudder shift time 2.9 seconds. Detectability 2.3 to 8.3 when ship is on fire. 0 to 2.6. 0.8 to 5.6. 0.0 to 2.5. Skills are preventive maintenance and last stand. I think I'm just gonna make the title of this video Initial Italian Impressions. And again, this is a review conducted on the B hull and upgraded. So we have magazine modification 1 again to reduce detonation and engine room protection. Damage control party, exhaust smoke generator, a lot less emergency repair, emergency engine power charges, only 3 of them, and only lasts for 15 seconds. Take turbine out into battle air. This is why you have a backup plan. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm kind of running into the cusp of clan battles for tonight. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get your turbine as well. Because why not? Here we go. Overall, I just find these destroyers to be very fragile indeed. You are playing glass cannons essentially with these destroyers, and they are more support. Don't want to be going too risky with your plays. Saw how fast I got taken out with Aviary. think it's gonna be really hard to just do a review on the tier 9, to be honest, until I really get a lot more battles in her. Hopefully this satisfies your curiosity on what I think about the Italian destroyers. We're gonna play out the battle, of course. I'm gonna have to just take the tier 9 into a lot of battles before I can really give a solid review on the tier 9. But yeah, I think the Pan Asians were a little easier to play than these Italian destroyers. That's saying a lot considering they're fragile too. Alright, so I'm just gonna be more cautious this time around and not advance so fast. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy a nice Italian destroyer. It's just the fact that they're so fragile that really annoys me. I feel like they should perhaps get some form of repair party, honestly. Even 1 or 2 charges on the tier 9 and 10, I think, might do it so good. I feel like they got heavily nerfed for no reason. I'm just gonna hold my punches here and see what... I'm just finding myself really just struggling to get the concept of these destroyers down. It'd be a lot different story if these things were good at hunting subs or something, but it stands I can't really find a good reason why they put them in the game like this. Not an easy class. Toward the cap. So I'm cut on the destroyer. I believe that you're best off just trying to use this emergency speed boost to get the heck out of dodge, or using it for ambush attacks. See if I can get a good torpedo drop on this Svetlana quick. Fast though, because this courier's looking to take him out. Obviously, at higher tiers, you're not going to be trying to do this rush nonsense. Like I said, your torpedoes are really just slow as heck. Like, you can see what I mean here. They move so slow. How are you supposed to hit targets with these? It's ridiculous. Yes, maybe they're trying to compensate for your sap shells. See that they do hit for decent damage for the tier 4 wise. And again. See how fragile these things are? Barely surviving that. Took me out. So like I'm saying, these Italian destroyers are very fragile. You gotta play them cautiously. I'm gonna be playing the tier 9 a lot before I give a decent review on it, but overall my overall impressions of these Italian destroyers is that they are specialized. They are not to be used by the noobish destroyer players like myself, and they should be used for veteran players. So that's it for now. I will see you on the next video, and thank you for watching.